Hi, my name is Andrew Johnston, and I am presenting on behalf of my research team, a proposed study titled Paving the Road to Inclusive Relapse Prevention, the Influence of Adverse Childhood Experiences. According to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 19.7 million American adults aged 12 and older battled a substance use disorder in 2017. And furthermore, the relapse rate for substance use disorders is estimated to be between 40 and 60%. These numbers are astounding, and they require us to reconsider and improve upon the ways in which we can approach treatment. In a previous scoping review taking a look at the neurobiological changes caused by adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, how they affect the prevalence of alcohol use and relapse later on in life, we found that ACEs and alcohol dependence showed changes in the amygdala, basal ganglia, and prefrontal cortex. And these have been shown to result in changes in impulsivity, reactivity, and an impaired reward pathway. Additionally, it was apparent to us that the prevalence of ACEs was correlated to an increased likelihood of substance abuse later on in life. However, we also identified a gap in the research, whether the prevalence of ACEs can be used as a predictor for frequency of future relapses. So, with our proposed study, we hope to answer the question of whether the prevalence of ACEs and resulting neurobiological changes can be used clinically to predict relapse rates in patients with alcohol use disorder. Our group hopes to perform a retrospective study conducted through surveying patients in an addiction clinic and through analysis of medical health records. We would first identify two main groups: alcoholics who do not relapse, which would be our control. Then we would identify alcoholics who do relapse. And then within that large group, we would make two subgroups: alcoholics who relapse without ACEs and alcoholics who relapse who actually have ACEs. We would then perform statistical analysis on these relapse groups to determine the prevalence of ACEs in relapse patients. Further, we would pull medical notes and brain imaging studies from the two subgroups to compare. So, with all of this in mind, we will require $20,000 for our study due to the sample size, incentives for the clinic and patients, data collection methods, and surveying methods. The cost of medical notes would be minimal. However, we would need to hire a radiologist in order to analyze the brain imaging. In pursuing future treatment options for those suffering from substance abuse disorders, we are constantly looking to improve upon our current models. If we are able to identify patients who are more likely to relapse at the beginning of treatment, we may be able to use this information to more accurately predict outcomes and better treatment directly. Thank you for your consideration.